That's Angeles Crest. We're at this George's Gap trailhead, and we're gonna run down to. I'm gonna run down to Clear Creek from here after I get my shoes on, and I'll show you guys some nice water holes. It's kind of a short run. It's like maybe like a mile or so. Not very far, but I'm trying to take it easy today. So yeah, and then enjoy the waterfalls. It's about 90 degrees outside, so it'll be nice. George's Gap Trail. I'm just gonna jog down this to, can't quite see it, but there's a creek down there. So yeah, here we go. All right, gonna jog out a little ways, and it looks like someone planted some flowers here, or at least put a pot of flowers here. Not sure why, but yeah. All right, here, I think what we're gonna do is go down here, not towards Grizzly Flats, and drive to the creek. All right, so the water's flowing. There are these nice little pools. Yeah, there are also some waterfalls I'll show y'all. But yeah, my idea now is just maybe creek hop down as far as I can go until there's just one waterfall that drops pretty far down. So yeah, there are some really cool, well camouflaged frogs here. A bunch of acorns, right, on the creek. And so what I'm gonna do is show you sort of one of the first big pools here. I think what I did last time is instead of just jumping in there, I may have, but I think I kind of climbed around there and got down. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, but very beautiful. Maybe I'll even swim in there. You know, actually what I'm gonna do is try to go down that way. This way is doable too. I did it last time, but I think I'm gonna just kind of slide down up in there, just climbing around that way initially. So yeah, might get a little wet. Okay, there we go. All right, water slide time. Hopefully I don't kill myself. I think I'll be fine. Woo! That was nice. Not too far. It felt a little sketchy though, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah. Whew. Not too bad actually. So immediately below, there's another little water hole I can kind of slide into, but there seems to be a makeshift trail here I can maybe just more or less walk on to get down to it. And yeah, looks like we're in luck. Feel like the less unpredictable sliding I do, the better. So there it is. Another little pool, another little waterfall. Little waterfall. Hardly even a waterfall, I'd say. Look at that, you know? Always, you know, I've come here before, but I don't come here often, but there are so many nice pools here. And it surprises me how I rarely see people here. I mean, I guess this isn't as deep from this angle, it looks, but yeah, it's nice. We'll find a good one further down, hopefully. Really good one. So I'm at the part of the creek where there is a little trail that comes down, and there's definitely other people's footprints here. So, you know, if I think this actually reconnects to where I came from. So if I decide not to deal with that waterfall back there, climbing up it, I might just kind of come around this way on the way back. So if you're more comfortable sliding down waterfalls and climbing up them, even though it's not like a giant waterfall, maybe that's the decision you'll make if you visit here. All right, so I came along this shallow part of the creek, and all of a sudden you got a deep little pool here. It's nice. Also, there are a lot of frogs, right? A lot of frogs this time of year. Yeah. All right, so I was just taking pictures of these really cool frogs. I'm not sure if that's in focus. But yeah, you know, now I'm just gonna, it's on my waterproof camera, I'm just gonna jump here. Whew. So, yep, not crazy, but kind of cool. Does get a little deep there. So the bush does get a little dense in parts, including here. But once you make it through, it does get pretty nice, from what I recall. So we're right about where it starts to clear up, and what you can see here is there's a spring, right? Little pockets of moss and water flowing out of these little cracks here, right? And so it's right about where the bush kind of dies down. But yeah, one of the questions I've had about this is whether or not it flows year round, you know? We've had kind of a particularly wet year this year. So to come back sometime when it's more dry maybe. But yeah, all right. So just made it past a bunch of this stuff. I think it clears up there actually, just a little further, but some of these trees, they're pretty crazy. It's got like a little N shape to it, you know, or something like that. Maybe a mirrored N. So if my memory serves me right, right about here we're gonna open up into a really nice canyon. We're already kind of in a canyon, but yeah, you get these really nice canyon walls. So, look at all that. You got this moss, some ferns growing on the walls. Gotta be a little careful. Yeah, it's hard to, maybe it's not too hard. It's hard to just capture with a photograph, but video makes this gorgeous. I think we're getting close to, it's not very far, but we're getting close to the end. What I call the end is a pretty big waterfall that I'm not going to try to go down. But before I continue too much further, there are really nice, pretty deep water holes like this just along this canyon. So yeah, I'm on my way down. So right here at some point, someone tied a rope around this tree. You can see the bark and the tree itself are even growing around the rope. I'm assuming they would have used this to climb down. Last time I was here, it seems that the rope had broken. I gotta find the tail end of it somewhere, but yeah, I'm guessing people use it to scale this waterfall. It's very nice, right? It's pretty deep. Quite the climb. So I would usually use a rope like that to scale it, but I don't see the rope anywhere. So yeah, I'm not gonna try to jump down this or anything. It's not particularly obvious that it's easy to get around. I did climb up that way before. When I got a little ways, maybe I could have made it, but it did become just kind of sketchy further up, and it seemed not very tractable in terms of making it down. So yeah, I'm gonna turn around soon, but there you are. This is as far down Clear Creek I'm willing to go. Then I'm heading back. I'm gonna find a waterhole, this one somewhere, and just rinse off a little bit before I kind of jog up. I've been getting a little bit of water, just jumping into some of these pools, just go up and down, but I kind of want to soak a little bit, so yeah. I don't know, I was planning on filming when I got to that one of these water holes I saw earlier, but just looking at this canyon wall, really, really magnificent, It's crazy how deep the water is carved into the rock here. Yeah, I mean, I've seen better. I've been to the Grand Canyon, but it's still magical. Got a bunch of ferns, wildflowers. It's very, very beautiful. So it's a little early on, but I think I'm gonna try to just soak off in here. It's a small pool, but a deep pool. And you get these really nice views of the canyon, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get on in there. All right, here we go. Whew. All right. Whew. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, all right. A little chilly, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah, okay. Ooh, wow, yeah, I needed that. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna put the camera down in a sec, but yeah, it's nice to have these really secluded hiking spots to myself. You know, these frogs, really quite something. Hey, so I'm at that fire road again. That's where the waterfall I slid down was. I'll let you know what's up here. I'm gonna do some light jogging and yeah. So I barely went up. Looks like it follows the side of this mountain. What I'm gonna try is going up here. Seeing if this reconnects. Alright, so I came down this. This is the way, like this is towards where I parked, George's Gap. That's where I went down to initially connect to the creek, so I think that saved me climbing a waterfall. But yeah, I'm gonna head up. Alright, that was nice, you know, quick little jog down, bushwhacking, quick little jog up. Not too many people, very cool area. So yeah, I did see a couple when I was coming up, and then of course that family I talked about when I came down. Yeah, at the moment there's only 2 cars here, so considering how awesome it is, there's too many people visiting apparently.